Hello, and welcome back to my final episode of Trails of Cold Steel 2 for today, probably, unless I decide to play more. Now, admittedly, I could jump straight into Game 3, but there's a thing that happens that needs to be seen, and I don't want to be like Mr. Well, screw it. It's this divertissement. Divergence? Divergent fist?
Lloyd, I think we're here.
Yeah, we finally reached the end.
Alright, let's go. I shouldn't use more than that. If I use all 30 of them, then we got a problem.
Oh my. This facility would be the center of Crossbow's orbital network, yes?
In a way. The overall structure is far too complex for this to unambiguously be its center, but it's a good chunk. Either way, if the Imperial Army took it over, they'd have instant access to all info related to us on the net. Every Crossbell citizen's personal data, records on our financial transactions, even the layout of the whole geofront. If we want to have any hope of a future, we can't allow that to happen.
I agree. Why not just destroy the facility itself, though?
We could, I guess. But from what I can gather, it could still prove useful to us once the net's safely back in our hands. So the plan is to leave the hardware itself intact, but wipe any and all personal data the Army could take advantage of.
And that's where that initialization unit Teal made comes in, right?
You just have that with you?
Right. Roberts and Yona were the ones who actually designed it, though.
Put it in your bag of
They
holding?
wrote the program for it from scratch, too. And that makes things easy on our end. Once we boot up the computer, it'll create a backup of everything we need before wiping it clean.
Initialization unit activated. Confirming connection to Terminal 0. The unit will commence backing up all data, initializing the system, followed by performing a reboot operation. Are you certain you wish to continue? If so, please press the red button at the center of the unit to proceed.
Right.
Commencing all required processes.
Nicely done, Lloyd.
It's not like I did anything special. It's funny. Ordinarily, this kind of work would take hours. This unit will let us get in and out in 10 minutes flat. Those two never cease to amaze, do they?
Roberts and Yona? They certainly are impressive. In the meantime, let's secure the area.
Stop where you are.
Oh! Who that?
I didn't sense anyone coming.
Fated showdown.
Targets confirmed. I presume these must be Lloyd Bannings and Rishia Mao, respectively.
How do they know our names? Hold on. Isn't that Itachi? Like the one Arios uses.
I'm nowhere near as proficient with one as he is, though. But we should be able to handle the two of you at least.
Clown Soleus.
The hell?
A black puppet?
Sorry, but we've got our orders. We can't let you finish what you came here for.
I'm afraid we can't let you stop us either.
We won't let you past.
Confirming activation of combat link.
It looks like more Arcus units ended up leaking out than I thought. We should form one too, then.
Understood. Activating Arcus.
There shouldn't be any need to neutralize them. Our goal is to buy enough time for the initialization process to finish running. Let's do this, Risha!
Right.
And we can't afford to give them that time, Altina.
Understood. Commencing assault. I require your support, Rean.
Let's get this over with.
Allow me. Come with me, Lloyd.
All right! My turn! Here I go! Overdrive!
Anyways, what I was going to say is, wouldn't it be freaking broken if, like, Rean had all of his abilities? Like, gave him all his level up.
Allow me. An opening.
Gotcha! Right! You're off balance!
This is my chance. There.
This
Right!
activate. This activate.
Prepare yourself. Right. Now.
Gotcha!
Forming barrier.
Here goes! Yeah!
Prepare yourself.
There!
You fiend! Allow me. Come. An opening. Come with me, Lloyd.
All right! Yeah!
Prepare yourself.
Now!
I'll aid you.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I require your...
Well,
Allow me.
Okay.
Now.
Overdrive!
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do.
Moonlight bubble.
My turn! Here goes!
Prepare yourself. Activate.
I'll aid you.
Careless.
Hey!
My turn!
Thank you very much. There.
My turn! Right!
Forming barrier.
Here goes! Take this! Right!
Realign.
Prepare yourself. Activate.
Thanks!
Right.
I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Mission failed.
I hate doing it that way, but...
Let's keep moving.
I'm surprised. I knew full well Risha would pose a threat, but I wasn't expecting half as much from a simple detective.
You could say it runs in the family. I'm just as
Hey.
impressed by how proficient you are with that blade, given your age.
I've still got a long way to go, honestly. I won't be worthy of being called a divine blade anytime soon.
Rean, time is running short. I think it's time you stopped holding back.
I suppose you're right.
What?
Be careful!
What's he doing?
Such negative energy.
Initialization process completed. Rebooting all systems in an initialized state.
We did it!
What a relief.
What should we do?
Captain Lecter gave us 2 orders. One was to prevent the initialization. The other was only to be completed in the event we couldn't. We'll just do that one.
Captain Lecter!
It couldn't be the same Lecter from the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division, right?
Heed my call! Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Holy...
An ion? No, it isn't.
Wait, no!
Lloyd!
If we can at least get the data out of here.
We'll split our losses this time. Arrest warrants haven't been issued for either of you yet. So go.
Damn it.
I like that he let them go. It's like, you know what? That's fine.
Just tell me one thing, as I'm sure you already know. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm a police detective with the Crossbell State Police Department. What's your name?
I'm with Thor's Military Academy, Class 6. No. I'm a provisional military officer with the Crossbell government, Rean Schwarzer.
Nah, you wanted to say Class 7. Once a member, always a member, Rean.
Yes, this is Schwarzer speaking.
Hey, good job on the mission.
Nothing good about it, I'm afraid. I couldn't prevent them from erasing all the data.
It's not the end of the world. You've still got plenty of other options. They're not the type to give up easily, but it'll set them back in the meantime.
Is that so, Captain? You must know them fairly well.
I guess you could say that. They're no pushovers. They've had the odds stacked against them in more ways than I can count. But they've come out the other side every time.
I'm so sorry I couldn't do anything. I had a feeling something was going to happen. But I was powerless when it really did.
Don't feel bad. There was no way we could have seen that coming. Especially that night. It was kind of like an ion, but at the same time it wasn't. Or like the archaisms, for that matter. He called it the Ashen Knight, didn't he?
He did. Its power was out of this world. Do you think that was one of the Imperial Army's new weapons, too?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, it shares some similarities with their soldats. I don't know. Feels like there's more to it than that. And its pilot was anything but normal. Let's put it out of our minds for now. We stopped that data from falling into the Army's hands. It wasn't our smoothest operation. I'd still call it a success. I'm sure Tio, Yona, and Roberts can make do even without those terminals. You can always count on Ellie, Randy, Noel, the Chief, and Dudley too. Even Kia, Arios, Wazi, and Zeit will help us.
Yep.
There are still many barriers left between us and our goals. But we can get over them. So long as we're together.
Right.
You heading back then?
That's the plan. I've played my part. I'll return with Valimar on the train this afternoon.
Well, if that's what you want to do. I was just wondering if you wanted to go back on the Eisengraph together instead. You two haven't spoken since, right?
Excuse me.
This is where we part ways then. I look forward to any collaborative efforts we may have in the future.
Yeah. Oh, right. Do you have anything you want me to pass on to Milliam?
Not especially. We may technically be sisters, but I am simply a tool. I feel no particular familial bond with her. I imagine that deep down, she feels the same way.
Yeah, but no. Forget it. Take care, okay? I don't doubt you're going to be sent on plenty of dangerous missions in the days to come.
Understood?
She doesn't understand.
Is something wrong?
Not really. I'm just kind of jealous of them, I guess.
Hey. Well, that was something. What time is it? We'll keep going. If nothing else, can at least get the next part started. What am I talking about? Wait and see. I was gonna say, it looks a lot like Twin Dragon's Bridge. Is that Twin Dragon's Bridge? I was gonna say, that is a fast train. I mean, I doubt it would fall off, but also see the irony, or see the similarities. We started the first game going on a train, now we're going on a train again. Where are we headed? Looks a lot like Trista. Perhaps Trista. That is a nice touch. Similarities between the shots. It's cool.
Sorry about that, Valimar. Can't imagine it was a very pleasant trip for you, all bound up like that.
It did not present a problem. I will now have train in active state and allow the mechanics to perform maintenance.
Thanks. Well then, I'll leave him with you.
Sure thing. We'll take good care of him.
By the way, it's a real honor to be entrusted with the famous Ashen Knight.
Welcome back, Rean. You must be exhausted.
Not really. I barely did anything. Everything went off without a hitch, mostly thanks to Valimar's power.
Oh, you could kind of sense the angst.
Not to mention the planning of your people.
You're annoyed, I take it, by the way we do things.
Not really. Regardless of the means, the war coming to a swift end was a good thing for everyone. As for what happened to Crossbell, I'm not in any position to talk. No, those aren't what bother me. I can buy that you had no idea Rufus was an Ironblood. But did you really not know about my real father?
I didn't have any hard evidence, but I did suspect that might be the case. You just seemed somehow similar. The air about you, your facial features. I was always puzzled by how fascinated he was by your class as well.
I see. Excuse me then.
Rean.
Ooh, ice cold.
That wasn't the only reason I worried about you, you know. Not that I
Aww.
could possibly tell him that.
Does she like him? She might like him. But he does kind of have that air of like pulling girls.
I'm behaving like such a child.
I guess he is like 18, but still, I mean, come on, man. Like, I can understand being frustrated.
It's hard to believe it's been a whole month since I was here last. Guess it didn't snow after all.
Ooh, nice. I didn't think it would show that.
It's not like the excitement of that day has faded away or anything. So why? Why do I feel so cold? Huh?
Lino flowers are full bloom, dude.
Oh, Lino flowers.
Welcome back, Rean.
My vision played a trick on me, and where Angelica is, I thought that was Crow, and I was about to say, wait a minute, hold on.
Welcome back. What are you doing standing there?
It's not like you to wallow in nostalgia. Did the flowers get to you?
And I forgot what you guys look like in your outfits.
You all came to see me.
They started budding just yesterday.
Should be in full bloom in about a week.
Guess some of them couldn't wait.
I guess not. It's good to be back, you guys.
Agreed. We're all so happy to see you again.
You must be wiped out after all you did, though.
I'm fine, actually. It really wasn't that tough. Still, did all of you really come out here just to welcome me back?
Why wouldn't we?
It's not like we second years have any lessons to worry about this time of year.
Besides, I already had to come out here because of Valimar, so I figured I might as well say hi to you too.
Technically, the first years are supposed to be in class right now, but I turned it into a self-study period instead. And that was only possible because everyone's favorite captain told us exactly when you'd be arriving.
Really now. It's nice to see you here too, Celine.
Well, don't think I went out of my way to be here or anything.
Wait, I'm confused. Does this mean they're second years now? They must be.
But given the way that you were acting when you left, I was a little worried about you. I mean, I wasn't. Not at all.
Still, thanks everyone.
So what now? Going back to your dorm for some well-earned rest?
We can carry your stuff for you if you want.
No, I'm fine. You said that class is in session right now, right? I'm a student, so I might as well attend. I mean, I have been absent for a month now.
Wow, you're no fun at all. I was hoping we could skip the whole class thing and get to the welcome back party.
I like that idea. Come on, it's party time!
Am I the only one who cares about studying at this school? Well, maybe we can hold the party tonight instead.
In that case, we should probably head back to the academy.
There we go. Special scene. I was hoping.
Oh, and Rean, welcome back.
Thank you, instructor. I'm happy to be back.
That's it? Man. I know we got that kiss earlier in the game, but come on, you know, I could have at least given him a hug. Or a fist bump or high five or something. You know. So now we're in the epilogue.
I'll never forget those days. The final weeks we spent together as a class are like dazzling jewels forever etched into my memories. I cherished every last moment. I never wanted it to come to an end.
I feel that.
But time stops for no one. The minutes and hours kept passing, and our days together were slowly coming to a close. After what happened, Balflame Palace soon returned to its original form. It was almost as if everything that took place there was some sort of dream. People's memories of that day started becoming vague. Many were convinced it was some kind of collective hallucination. That may have been in part a result of the chaotic days that followed, brought about by the Chancellor and Rufus. After the war, the entire country feared that Calvard would invade Crossbell and try to take it for its own. Using that to his advantage, Rufus quickly convinced the nobility to support him, pledged to cooperate with the Chancellor. And in January 1205, the combined forces of both Imperial and Provincial armies invaded Crossbell.
So we start the game at 1204, and then go into 1205. The next game I think picks up in 1206 or 1207.
Crossbell no longer possessed the weapon of mass destruction that had annihilated Gorelia Fortress. Thanks to that, the city was occupied in a mere day, with no blood shed. Calvard was quick to react, sending countless airships to try and drive the Imperial forces out. However, between Rufus's leadership and the combined might of the tanks and soldats under his command, they were quickly repelled. As for me, Chancellor Osborne's words became the reality. Valimar and I were heralded as those responsible for Heimdall's liberation. And as the purported hero to the nation, I'd received and accepted a request in February to back up our forces in Crossbell.
Okay, but why did you accept if you didn't want to do it?
It was there that I found myself suddenly leading numerous soldats and fighting off the Republican army.
Oh?
Before I knew it, everyone around me was referring to me as the Ashen Chevalier.
So not only does Rean have his fighting experience,
and mid-March came.
His piloting experience, but he apparently has military leading
experience. The month in which Class
too.
7 would finally say their goodbyes.
Oh, sorry.
And that brings our history review right up to the dawn of the modern era. Next week, we'll be covering the 50-year period from the Orbital Revolution up to the present day. We're blowing through this material a lot more quickly than I would otherwise, so try to keep up with your reading. Oh, and Emma and Machias, if you see anyone struggling, try to help them out, okay?
I fully intend to.
Leave it to us. I've got plenty of good reference books on the subject.
That would be very helpful, actually.
Sounds like a pain. Oh well.
I do happen to have a few gaps in my knowledge of the Revolution.
I should be able to help out with the technological side of things if you guys need it. I'm guessing we're gonna run into that Schmidt guy's name a lot, too.
Well, he was one of the 3 leading disciples of Professor Epstein, so yeah.
It'll feel strange seeing his name in textbooks, knowing how he is in real life.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing to think we were able to meet him, though.
All right, like I said, I'll be giving a quiz next week on everything we've covered up to now. Which means it'll cover quadratic functions, factorizations, sets, logic, and probability. Oh, and if I'm feeling really mean, there might be a little calculus in there. So, study for this one.
That's a lot.
I'm getting depressed just thinking about it.
Sounds more like he's reciting some kind of curse.
It is all material we've covered in class before, you know.
It'll be worth going over the most basic formulas at the very least.
That sums up this lecture on the structure of the stock market in Erebonia. Next week, we will hurry on and study unemployment and inflation problems. You're also going to be taking part in a debate on those issues. So make sure each of you are well prepared.
What kind of debate?
A debate. It's when people are divided into groups for and against something, then they argue their viewpoints.
After much consideration, I decided we will use our remaining time to listen to and enjoy music from all manner of genres. From famous classics to popular modern music, I've gathered records of all kinds for you to enjoy. I even managed to borrow music from a hot new genre like heaving metal, I believe it's called. Oh, I wonder what that sounds like.
Heavy metal.
Nice work, guys. You poor kids must be exhausted. Feels like all your other instructors are dead set on cramming your brains with as much material as humanly possible.
I want to crawl into a hole and die.
You said it.
Still, this is exactly how we wanted it.
Right. They're doing it for our sake, so I don't mind it so much.
So, if I'm gathering this right, they're all wanting to kind of get like a jump start on their classes so they can all graduate ahead of schedule?
There's no way we could cover everything in class, so it's sweet of them to give us the bullet points while they still can.
It's paying off for us in the long run, yeah, so we owe them a lot.
Forcing you to try and keep up with us is a little unfair of us, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do all of this again next year.
Are you sure you're fine with this arrangement?
Of course. This is to my benefit, too. If I get all of this crammed into my head now, maybe I can even come out on top on next year's midterms.
Well,
That's some confidence. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually did it, though.
I mean, we did get top 10.
You did pretty well in the midterms this year, too, remember?
I'm probably just being too optimistic.
Man.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Guess we'll know for sure next year.
Anyway, tomorrow's the day you've all been waiting for. Your next free day. I know you've got enough schoolwork to choke a horse, but try to carve out a little time for your clubs and all that youthful jazz. The forecast for tomorrow is clear blue skies. Might be the perfect chance to sneak off and get into some ooh la la with that special someone.
And truly, you teach us all by living your life as a shining counterexample.
Spoken like a true lifetime member of the Lonely Hearts Club, instructor.
Ouch!
A fair enough response, I suppose.
Oh!
Someone's hiding something.
That was nice. I didn't expect that. Okay. See, I never played this part with picking her. That's actually pretty funny.
You aren't trying to suggest that you actually do have one, are you?
Oh, I wasn't trying to suggest anything.
I'm really curious now.
It's not polite to pry, however. I think it'd be for the best if we drop the subject.
Yes! That is amazing! That is such a nice little touch.
Time really does fly. It's hard to believe our last free day is tomorrow.
Yeah, it felt like we still had more time.
For me, it feels like it's been ages since I last had one.
I suppose it would. Were you able to rest up at all while you were away?
Not really. It was basically work, work, work the whole time. I did get taken into Crossbell City during what time off I did have, but I can't say I felt very comfortable there.
I'm sure.
Indeed. That must have been more painful than anything.
To the people of Crossbell, we Erebonians are aggressors. I can hardly imagine they would welcome us with open arms.
That doesn't sound like it'd stop Lecter from living it up over there, though.
Yeah.
He did take me to a casino once, actually. He won so much, he might as well have been cheating.
Shocking. It always feels like people who like gambling really like it, huh?
Yep. Everybody remembers.
So, does anyone have anything planned for our free day? Remember, it's the very last one, so make it count. We wouldn't want to end the day with any regrets.
True enough. Although, I wonder if I'd end the day regretting that it has to end in the first place if we made it too much fun.
I've got so much that I want to do, I'm not sure where to start. I know I want to attend practice, at least. Oh, same. I've got to go taste test some new dishes for the cooking club, plus Kershus has a new menu up, and...
How many stomachs do you have?
Will you be
At
helping
least
the
two.
student council tomorrow, Rean?
That's the plan. It sounds like Toa will finish handing all her work over to the others today, but they're bound to be busy. So I thought it'd be nice to take some of it off their hands, whether they like it or not.
Ah, Rean, ever the reliable gopher.
That's a very you response.
If there's anything we can help with, let us know, okay?
Genuinely good guy. I mean, what can you say?
Well, I guess I'd better get going. I could go straight to the student council room, but it's my first time back in over a month. Maybe I should go and see how Valamar's doing too.
Well, those over the day, you can walk around there. Cool. Hey, Colette. Yep, this is the first time since the first game that you've been able to do this. See, this is where you get all your, this is where you would fill out everyone's, like, things. I plan to find the instructor. I want to see her and see if she says anything. This will be real now. They smell super sexy, just like me. Okay, cool. I want to talk to your sister! Wait. Who? Oh, she is there. Okay, none of that matters. Well, let me get back to work. Okay, cool. I mean, it doesn't really matter since, you know, but... Hey, I would have thought you were back at the door. How fares our concealing over in Crossbow? Oh, wonder how to react if I told him thing I actually ran into her and fought her too. I wonder how he would react. They were just like, what? Did you get her autograph? Her autograph? Hey, what's up, instructor? I've been back for 3 whole days. Should probably just get used to. Aw, I wanted some kind of unique interaction. Huh? Well, Rean, how's your studying? Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll be alright. I've got the Machias and Emma support system keeping me on the ball. That was odd. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's the principal. Fitness of Bridgeport, allow me to give you my belated congratulations. Yep. Though it does break my heart to see such a heavy burden fall onto a student. Yep. Sure does. There'll be 4 hardships, but you're not only. Something wrong, Frozen? No, sir, not at all. Interesting. Well, you might. I mean, to be fair. Alright. I don't care anymore.
Oh.
I just want to see the instructor.
Hey there, Rean.
Looks like someone's done with class for the day.
That's pretty sick.
Just got out. Wait, is that?
Yep, Angie's brand new bike.
We started building it for you, but then we had a change of heart. I just couldn't tear you away from your current ride after you'd grown so attached.
Now I feel bad, considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design, though.
Don't get too jealous. Specs are pretty much the same as yours. Well, before Angie tunes it up and adds her custom gear for distance riding, that is.
But distance riding would mean... You're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
10 points to Rean. I just felt like it was time for me to go out and see the world for myself.
It's then Angelica would cross dimensions and become the star of another series called Kino's Journey.
My martial arts
Look
teacher
it up.
did the same thing.
K-I-N-O
so I'm sure it'll be
Journey.
a valuable experience.
It's an anime.
The plan
joking.
for now is to travel through the entirety of Zemuria.
That's not a very specific plan, and a pretty sizable journey.
You can say that again. I have no idea where she finds the energy.
Oh, really now? Your plan to visit the continent's most famous engineering factories is pretty much exactly the same thing.
You really think so?
I take it you'll be leaving Erebonia for a while too, George?
Seems that way. First stop's the Burl and ZCF. Always wanted to see it.
So, they've only ever been in the continent of Zemuria. Has anyone ever actually tried to leave? To go anywhere else? Because we never hear about anywhere else but Zemuria.
After that, I got my heart set on a trip to the Epstein Foundation over in Lamont State. While I'm at it, I think it'd be nice to pay a visit to the Verne Company in Calvert, too.
Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
Hey, I didn't say it'd be easy, but I think I can pull some strings.
Dope.
The real reason for this trip is to figure out what I can do as an engineer to help smooth over our international relations. Meeting the continent's finest engineers and discussing things with them should really help get the ball rolling on that.
You've thought that far ahead. It's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen. Even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, as someone who participated in the war.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Rean.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was your only option, given the way the Chancellor set things up.
Yeah.
Your actions actually helped us avoid an even longer, more brutal war.
But...
Angie's right. You played a role that no one else could have. Just think, if things kept going the way they were going, we could have been at war with all of Crossbell. I don't even want to imagine the number of lives that would have been lost if you hadn't stepped in the way you did.
I'm saying the wars so far have been relatively bloodless. That we know of, at least.
Of course, us telling you whether or not you should feel guilty doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're completely, but compared to what a normal war would be...
It all comes down to you facing your own feelings over what you did.
Yeah.
But there's one thing we'd like you to remember as you do. You're not alone, Rean. You've got friends who understand why you did what you did.
Sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones. Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
Press F for respect for your friends.
Don't mention it. On a completely different note, why don't you pay Valimar a visit while you're here? We spared no expense making sure he'd be nice and cozy in there.
I think I will, but not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything, but he seems fine no matter where I leave him.
Well, aren't you a sweet chevalier? Maybe I'll check in on him in a bit too.
Yes. Hey, Valimar! I like that they have one for his, like a thing for his Tachi, too.
Hey, Valimar. How you holding up?
Relatively comfortably. My ability to self-repair means that maintenance is not mandatory, but I expect it will increase my operating efficiency.
Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
I will strive to meet your expectations.
Something wrong?
Not as such. I thought I sensed something unusual, but it must have been my imagination.
You really are getting to be scarily human these days, you know? What was it you sensed, though? A person?
I am unsure. It may have simply been a fluctuation in the earth veins below us. Similar fluctuations are hardly abnormal.
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind. If you sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay? You can tell me... telepathically was the word, right?
Indeed. I shall use it to inform you should I sense anything is amiss.
Man, that's dope. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Well, I'll see you later, Valimar. I'm gonna go die. Alright. Alright. 16 minutes, that should be enough to finish. Actually, no. Hold on. We'll have a little bit of, you know, I'll talk to some of these people. Rixina, yep. Cool. Oh, that's right. I forgot to talk to Monk, didn't I? Interesting. Maybe I'll have a look around for it. Hey, Kenneth! Hey, don't tell me. You actually caught the legendary Ymir's Guardian? That's right. It wasn't easy, though, let me tell you. It's like half the people I know who actually fish. It's rare, trust me. There are a lot of fishermen out there. Whoa! Hold on a sec. What else you got? Hold on. I mean, I'm not gonna use it, but I want to know what it does. Randomly increases physical damage, increased by maximum 125%. Randomly increases magical damage? Dude, that's pretty dope. I like that, sorry. I just like spit all in my hand. That's scary, I don't know. What's up, you girls? Hey. How you doing, babe? I find it kind of annoying that I can never go up to the noble part. I get why, but still. And yeah, I'll be passing the second year training regiment down to you tomorrow. Okay. Excuse me. Hey, it's Monk! Hey, buddy! Cool. Anyone who's like, well, why? Hey, Margareta. Most women would be glued to the arm of that's a word for it. Yep. Well, Judas, Wolfjudge, sure you want to be helping the student council again tomorrow? Would have imagined one in your position would take the opportunity to rest, but I suppose that's just not your way. I have no shortage of scores to settle with you, so I'd appreciate it if you got back to being your old self. cares? Going home once you're planning to go on a little journey. Cool. He probably would help you. See, in my experience, it sounds like you two are in a relationship, and if you're not, you really should be. You want. Come on, you can do it. Casper? Nope. I can't go through there. That's a bad place. What about up here? Anybody up here? Ah, there's Rex. Rest in peace. It's actually kind of funny. Cool. Hey, Eustace. Huh? Yep. I told the doors would be nearly complete if I hadn't joined. So, Rean, from what I understand, my brother owes you a lot for what you've out doing. Yes. While I was there, I saw the extent of his political skill over and over again, and well, I feel like I only know now how just much he. I thought I knew him just like I thought I knew my father, but in the end, they were both strangers to me. Sorry, Eustace. Well, enough of me. I just wish he could have seen his duty as one of the Academy's directors through to the end of the year, that's all. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Okay. I'm curious. Okay, well, I guess not. Anybody on the roof? Well, there is. It's really time for me to bow to my academic career. Okay. Survive West Virginia at once. Hey, what you doing? So you know how tough it is, these special lessons for you kids? Yeah, I'm sure it's a ton of work. I really can't thank you enough for doing it for us, though. Whatever. Well, it's supposed to house Valimar and all those soldouts. The Imperial Army asked the Academy to build it, didn't they? Yeah, ask isn't really the right word. Gonna stop out with... Interesting. They hadn't given us any soldouts to put in there yet, but it's probably just a matter of time. I bet they're gonna be as common on the battlefield as tanks soon enough. Yeah. It's kind of scary to think how much has changed in Erebonia since the end of the war. And this is probably only the beginning. Well, that's life. Now, it stays the same forever. Just don't spend so much time worrying about the future that you forget what's happening in your life right now. I'll be sure to study extra hard. Cool. I think I've went everywhere I could go. There's only one person I haven't talked to. What's up, Chef? Alright. Now I'll go upstairs, save it, and then we'll continue this next time. Oh, jeez. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next episode of Trails of Cold Steel 2. Shaboom.